All right, welcome in to the first ever United Sim Racing Championship road course race when it comes to something outside of stock cars, obviously, as we're here with the series known as the LochNLoad Road Series. First ever time on the track, it is the Violence Grand Prix of Miami. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your Saturday evening. And of course, with these rules in this series, 3 different cars. You got a McLaren, we got the BMW, and we got the rough track that is going to be on tonight. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. Michael Rasmussen going to start on the pole, 120.038. He is a fast one. David Fish going to start second. Douglas Beard, the 08, going to start third. Get the paints updated. Kyle Putt's going to start fourth. Brett Pancari going to start fifth. Sam Wilski going to make a return in here. Going to start sixth. Gressel seventh. Scala going to start in eighth. Wilms going to start in ninth. And Jonathan Thomas going to start 10th. Jordan Malish starting 11th. Steve Dixon 12th. James Simmons 13th. And Dougie McFarland going to start there in the Denver Broncos car in the 14th position. So 1 hour race here. Double the points on the line tonight. Should be a lot of fun in this one, as all these cars are going to go for exactly 1 hour in this race. So rules as part of the series. Obviously the cars will go on the pace car here, not on green, but on pace car, basically to be like a road racing series. Point standings are set up to be just like, point series standings going to set up just like a road race, like the old Rolex points. That's how these are all set up. And of course tonight will be a double points night, not including incident points. So definitely should be a good one coming up here in just a few minutes, as they will go for 1 hour on the Homestead Miami Speedway Road Course A, which is a 2.21 9-turn road course. And they are in the NASCAR back straightaway right now. Coming up on the left, it's a left, right, and I'm going to point some out as they come around this final corner. I want you to check out what is on the inside of the left-hander. You're going to notice some tires. Pay attention to that tonight, because these guys had to also. Right there, you see them? All right, pace car going to pull off. 1 hour of racing. They should be taking off. They're not really taking off. Somebody didn't get the memo. But we're green in Miami. Flying Lizard Motorsport number 23 of Rasmussen going to take the lead here in the turn 2 down into the left and right hand complex here. Down the back straightaway, one of many back straightaways. It's like 3 of them. And you see the rough of Rasmussen leading the BMW line here. David Fish there in second. That's Douglas Beard in third. Kyle Putt's in fourth. The McLaren of Brett Pancari there in the 5th position. Around the first hairpin, here they come. And you see Rasmussen has already taken off for a pretty good lead. Down to the series here, the final 3 corners as they get back onto the main oval. About a minute, 20-second laps when it's all said and done. And Michael Rasmussen going to lead lap number 1. There you see James Williams in the 12. Scala in the 14 there, right behind him. The white and black 880 car. 94 Jordan Malish going to look on the inside, going to go by. That is for position. Here comes James Simmons there in the Best Buy car. And he will go by for position. Front of the field, everybody here pretty much separating themselves from each other. You see the back half here. There's Wilms and Malish, Simmons. Comes McLaren into the picture. That is Steve Dixon, the 00. One of 2 McLarens officially starting this. Oh, we got a spinner. Thomas. He hit that grass, and that thing went zing. Now, they do have unlimited restarts in this league. I did put unlimited restarts because, well, a lot of us are rookies at this crap. So Thomas will be able to get to pit road and get his car fixed. You want to take a lap around Homestead? Let's ride with the guy who would know how to get around here. This is a lap around Homestead. I'm going to shut up and let you guys enjoy. In case you never have seen the road course track, there it is. A lap around Homestead. And James Wilms, I believe, has gone off track there for a second, put some dust up. He's had some issues here already in the 12. That is him in the whatever the hell that is. Was that Schlauffenbuffer? Is that German, I assume? Would you borrow that from one of your squirrels? Here's David Fish there in the black, red, and blue WKND SRA car. Right behind him there, Douglas Beard in the 08. Good battle between 2 BMWs right here. Now, if you remember back about 6 weeks ago, we actually started practicing these cars and testing them out because we knew we wanted to put a road series together at USRC, and we found out really quickly the BMW was way faster. And then the new build came out, and when that happened, it actually allowed us to not have to do any kind of weight penalties and stuff, but it looks like in the end we might need to do a couple. Because one thing we learned really quickly in our learning is that the McLaren might be a little down on power. Rasmussen, your leader. David Fish, Douglas Beard, your top 3. That is Kyle Putz right there. Brett Pancari and the McLaren running into 5th position. Down the straightaway, about to head back to the Max straightaway of NASCAR. I actually enjoyed racing on here tonight. Fun track. Was tricky. It seemed like the tires and brakes wore out on me later on, but then again, it could have been my legs too just wearing out on me. But definitely was a fun track, and definitely had a good time in the car tonight, even though it was probably the slowest one. There you see Kyle and Pancari doing a good job in that McLaren. Already completing 5 laps. Next, or 2 weeks from now, after we get done with the Sim Racing Authority WKND Roadkill Series next week, these cars will be back in action at Mid-Ohio in the sports car course as Jordan Malish is heading off. There he is. Right there behind Sam Wolski in a 41 Red Bull car. Jordan actually has been doing a lot of road racing lately, so Jordan, you expect to have a decent run here tonight in the 94, Racer 0490 on Twitch. Good to have Sam Wolski back out here. Sam ran with us in the past, has gotten done with college, graduated, and now he's able to get back in here and race with us. He got in contact and said he wanted to join us, and I have no problem saying no, so welcome him back in, and here he is, a part of United Sim Racing Championship, able to race with us now. Up ahead here, Nicholas Caressel, the winner from Thursday night in Martinsville. If you didn't get to see the Martinsville race, I'll tell you what, 250 laps of beating and banging, 20 cautions or 19 cautions when it was all over with, and 31 lead changes. A very entertaining race, and that series will move on to Auto Club Speedway next week for 200 miles under the lights. So Cressel doing a good job there in the 13. There's Malish. Scally there in the 14. Hey, there's a surprise. I'm off track. I had some issues here, but I had fun. I'm not the best road racer. That is the 8 or 80 car I'm running. Thanks to that's the guys I race for when I drive the Noble Series. Told them I'd race their car and put their skin on at times, and as you see, I don't know how to race. James Williams, here's a battle with Douglas McFarland. I got talking about the Denver Broncos paint scheme. That is a rough versus a Beamer right there. McFarland going to take the bottom side. There he goes. And there he goes again. Hey, when that happens. So off track goes McFarland. Williams going to take off laughing a little bit, probably. That's probably what Williams is saying right now. And then back here, the McLaren of Steve Dixon running in the 12th position. So it looks like 3 McLarens officially in this race, and the rest of the field consisting of BMWs and Roughs. Jonathan Thomas in the 13th position. As you see, he's got his reset, got a car packed together, and is out there on track. And then here's your leader, Rasmussen, just pulling away. Fish and Beard doing a great job here, second and third. I think the toughest part about our schedule this year when we put it together, and I'm going to again send a shout out to David Fish who helped me put this schedule together, was not getting races to where they were mixed in with the SRA races. And that being said, obviously Bobby and the guys, Austin, Matt, those guys do a great job running that league. We didn't want to have like the same races running up against them. They had their schedule, and it was like, let's run different tracks for the most part. Hence why we came to Homestead. And we got Coda on the schedule, Lime Rock is on the schedule, and we have like 1 or 2 tracks at the USRC level that are coinciding with the SRA schedule. So I think Daytona is one of them. Obviously, at the end of the year, we'll run a 2-hour race at Daytona. So just a lot of fun road racing. Guys are invited to join us, and it's something we don't get to do a lot, is turn left and right. On board, this is Douglas Beard we're riding with. Oh, I don't want to say I jinxed him, but whoops. Spins around. The eagle has landed. He's got an eagle on his car. Kyle Putt's going to go on for third. Beard going to continue on, no damage, just a single spin. No harm, no foul. Now, Douglas, I was about to give him a shout out. He actually sent me a Facebook comment as I was out taking on some work stuff. He said, "Hey, Chris, I made cameras for you. Here you go." So the cameras you're actually seeing me run right now are from this gentleman. All the cameras you see me running most of the season, Daytona, Martinsville, you saw him at the truck race. Dover, you saw him during the JTT series. This is the guy that you see me talk to and give shout-outs to. So he's here racing with us now a little bit. Doug's working on all the many cameras as possible. If you get a chance, send him a shout-out. He's over in the forums on iRacing. Go over there and tell him thank you. I mean, we've said thank you enough on our end, but if you're loving the broadcast that we're putting on at the different races, you're going to see him again at Auto Club and Texas, as a matter of fact, this coming week. Send the man a shout-out because the man sits there and he goes and looks at all the cameras from TV and tries to set them up exactly like that so we can put our broadcast on and make it look like it is just like it is on TV, which puts out a good picture. But Douglas there in the 4th position after going for a little loop-de-loo right here in his corner, as a matter of fact. David Fish on his own out here in 2nd, doing a great job. Here's Caressel. Number 13 BMW. So we've rode around, we rode around in a Beamer so far. We've rode around in a rough. Let's ride around in a McLaren. Oh, wait a minute. David Fish is off track. Well, so is Sam, I guess. I saw Fish had an off. Fish had a bit. Oh, you know what? There's a mix-up apparently. I think what happened, Jonathan and Fish had a little mix-up here. Let's see this. Jonathan a lap down. I think he was trying to get out of the way. And I think Fish just misread where he was going. Heavy contact to the BMW of the 43. That is going to hurt Fish. He's going to have to get to the pits and get that fixed. Tough break. Now, there are full course cautions in this league, but so far it hasn't been in need of one. And the only ruling really to say this, when does a full course caution come out is there has to be a wreck that blocks the track, basically. If there's a wreck that impedes the track of anyone making progress, that kind of thing, then the caution will come out. So, but Fish will get that 43 fixed, probably get some tires and fuel while he's there, even though you really don't necessarily need a pit stop. He's going to bring it down pit road. And the battle is on here for 3rd. Make this 2nd now as Kyle Putz trying to hold off Beard. Beard going to take it to 1 to see if Putz tries to cross over. Not going to be able to. They move Douglas up to 2nd. Michael Rasmussen leading so far after 11 laps here at the Homestead Miami Speedway. Been gone for about 15 minutes or so in this race so far. Rasmussen, when he signed up for this league, I looked at some of the drivers. I said, uh-oh, we might be in trouble. This kid's got lots of talent. Down to turn 1, turn 2, back to turn 3, and then obviously 3 straight left-handers where you hit a right-hand corner and had to start going down a row of straightaways pretty much here. Three straight straightaways you'll see here. Here's one. Down into a hairpin. And here's straightaway number 2. Into another hairpin. And back to straightaway number 3. Now Beard starting to pull away from Kyle Putz there. That is, again, the battle for the second position. Back here, Brett Pincari running in the 4th position. The Ray Brake car. McLaren of Pincari. You see the muffler system there. Spitting out some flames. And Nicholas Caressel back here in the 5th position, doing a good job in that 13. And this looks like a battle shaping up. The McLaren of Sam Wilski versus Jordan Malish in the BMW. Let's stay with this battle here for a second. Hear the sound difference. McLaren sounds so quiet, and here the BMW just rumbling. Oh, Malish has gone off, I believe. Oh, he's in a kitty litter. And one of Malish was saying one of 2 things there, either geez, or oh god. Jordan gonna continue battling on. Big gap back here to the 14 Escala, who's being caught by David Fish. There's Fish, who has got himself a brand new front end on the 43. Fish going to try to work his way back up through the field to try to get back to where he was, which was 2nd. That's going to be a pretty big challenge. But if anyone can do it, it's that 43 of Fish. See the cars pretty much spread out all over the track. Fish going to go past the 14 Escala. Some more cars back here. Steve Dixon and Doug McFarland. And James Williams back here trying to go a lap down already. One of his squirrels going to put him a lap down, it looks like. Yes, we count Michael Rasmussen as one of his squirrels. And basically a squirrel is one of Williams' viewers on Twitch. Oh! He is human. Oh, and Williams has gone around. Let's watch this one. To the left-hander, he just takes it hot and it goes around on him. And Wilms continues. Beard pulling away from from Putz. Pancari doing a great job here in the 4th position. We're at lap 17 already out of the 1 hour. So we're about 20 minutes in or so, a little over 20 minutes into this race out of 1 hour. Everybody pretty spread out now throughout the field. Malish going to try to chase down Wilski again. Sam continuing to try to chase down Caressel. David Fish continuing his voyage. Trying to get back to the front. Well, he's definitely driving it deeper than I was in that corner. Fish doing a great job there. See where everybody's running on the track. Now here comes your leader, Rasmussen. This is actually the view I'm seeing right now from the press box. We don't get to do this often. And Homestead Miami presented me with a camera right next to me, literally. So if you want to see the view I'm getting to see when I look out the window, this is it right here. Get a pretty good view of the whole track. See all the fans in the area there, just kind of getting their best seat. They can watch some good road racing here in the LochNLoad Road Series in the Violence Grand Prix of Miami here at Homestead Miami Speedway. Michael Rasmussen continuing to lead. Well, let's take you through the field and show you where everybody's running right now. As I mentioned, Rasmussen leading. Douglas Beard in the 2nd position right now. And remember, double points on the line for all the drivers tonight. Kyle Putz there in the 3rd position. There's James Williams running 12th. Brett Pancari in the 4th position right now at number 19. The 13 position, I should say, belongs to number 5 of Thomas. Caressel running in the 5th position, doing a good job right now. Sam Wolski in 6th, trying to catch Nick. Jordan Malish in 7th as he comes through the S's here back onto the track. David Fish up to 8th, and look at him charge. Steve Dixon up to 10th. McFarland 11th. And Scala going to move back to 11th, actually, as they have gone past. And here comes Alita Rasmussen coming to put him a lap down. And some issues on track. It looks like Malish has gone off, and I think Wilski went with him. Let's see this. Jordan just takes it way deep. Let's see what happens to Sam. Oh, he had the same kind of issue there. He goes off just a little bit, kicks up some dust. No harm, no foul. Now because of that off, as you see, David Fish has moved up to 7th now as he continues to dig. Now, there are incident points in this series. It is the same as usual. One incident point, or let me correct myself. One incident point per 5 incidents. I know some people are going to be back down to even when it's about over with. Yes, what's up, Crash Out Steve? Welcome back. Steve Dixon in the race tonight, and the 00 running in 12th. Or actually, last checked in 10th now, I believe. So Fish continuing his climb. Here's Dixon right here, battling with McFarland for 9th. We're at about the 30-minute mark, I would say. Lap 20, so about 25 to 30 minutes in is where we are currently in this race. Fish, you've already had your zig and zag with Thomas. And this is Rasmussen putting McFarland a lap down. Going to dive underneath Dixon and put him a lap down. And just to explain the zigzag thing, that's a little thing that Fish came up with. We were out there in TeamSpeak during the race. The question was asked, so what happened, Fish? Fish goes, well, Jonathan went to zig, then I zagged, he zagged too, and we both went zig. That's exactly how it was explained. What are you talking about? I'll see it. There's Douglas Beard. Kyle Putz, 2nd and 3rd right now. There is Pancari, the number 19. James Williams having some issues. There's Caressel. Sam Wilski, and guess who's caught Wilski? Yes, that's David Fish. Fish trying to work his way back up through the field here. Sam pushes wide. Here comes Fish to the inside. Going to take the spot away down the straightaway. Down to the NASCAR turn 3 and 4 section of the track. Fish up a spot now. There's Rasmussen as Jordan Malish has gone a lap down into 94. And Jordan's going to come to pit road in a 94. A little bit of damage out left front. I think he, remember that yellow thing I pointed out over here in the corner? Yeah, I think he hit it. That's what my sources are telling me. Who are my sources? I'll let you know when I find out. Car going to get worked on, get its automatic reset. We get tires and fuel on that 94. And he will carry on. We'll see where he comes out here in just a few minutes. There's Beard doing a good job in second. Kyle Putz doing a fantastic job in the number 8. Let's ride with him in the Beamer here for a second. Some clouds over there, turn 3 and 4, which the way this track is built, I believe that's looking towards the northeast actually. So some clouds coming off the Atlantic Ocean, maybe there a little bit. Of course, Homestead only about a 20-minute trip north of the Keys, where they actually officially start going into the Florida Keys. So that's Jonathan Thomas up ahead there. Put's going to put a lap down. Steve Dixon here in the 00. Just talking, you see him in chat. We were talking about the disliking of the high friction brakes in the car. So some of the drivers, if you guys are there watching, feel free to jump into chat and let us know your comments about the race, what you felt about the track. I mean, I've spoken my opinion already. I thought it was a fun track to race. Just unfortunately, I'm just not that good of a road racer, but had fun running the track and learning it and running with all 3 cars out there. Good set of drivers, and we learned one thing tonight. We learned anything tonight, it is this gentleman right here is fast. Just put it like this, Michael Rasmussen tonight made it rough for anybody to catch him. Let's just leave it at that. Hey, let's check on the David Fish catching everybody tour. David Fish trying to catch Caruso. There's the separation right there. As Wilski has gone off, he's got back on. Fish continuing to catch Caruso's. We're 26 laps in, so we are over the halfway mark. We're probably at about 35 to 40 minutes. Unfortunately, I don't have a timer in front of me. I'm just kind of going off laps and stuff to figure out how much time we are. So about 30 to 35 minutes is officially where we are. Well, it's like Fish said, this is what this series is about, and just like they do with the Rolex Sports Car Series, or now it's the United Sports Car Series, they're going to adjust, and we're going to do the same thing. In between these 2 weeks, we're going to go out on track, and we're going to work to see what we can do to bring the McLaren up to, par with the BMW and the Rough, so that we could even have, Wilm's going wide. Going to let Fish go by. Where we can have even closer racing. Obviously, we might adjust some things in the middle of the season. You might see gas adjusting. You might see all these different things happen here in the very near future. And speaking of Pancari, here he is. Let's ride with Pancari. Awesome looking McLaren. Got to run one of these actually at Interlargos about a year ago. No, in case you're curious, that is not nitrous down there in the passenger seat. What's funny you say that, because I actually, on my left here, I got a scoring tower on my screen where I can see who's pitting and who's off track, and it actually keeps up the last lap that everybody ran in a race. And apparently, somewhere in this race, Rasmussen runs a 1:19.926, which is faster than his pole lap, which is a 1:20. Scala's off the track, by the way. I'm not going to share it. I just figured I'd tell you. Somebody's smoking on the pit road. Who is that? Can I have what they're having? Who's got the bakery going on pit road here? Let's see who that was. It's not me. I want to know who's on pit road with the bakery. Holy moly. Maybe it was Thomas. Not sure. He's coming off pit road now. But, yeah, whoever had that. Oh, picking on the chicken car. Come on. I'll have the chicken car back. Yeah. Excuse me. I'll have it back here soon. Yes, thank you. The plucked chicken. And you see Fish has caught Caressel and said goodbye. Or as Fish likes to say, he gone. And you see Pancari actually, that's Thomas. Him and Putz have very similar paint schemes. You see Jordan Malice, she's up to 11th after pitting for tires. You see him continuing his climb. All right, there's, well, perfect timing, I'd say. Here's McFarland, the Denver Broncos car. Getting ready for football season. Pretty excited myself. The Kansas City Chiefs got their first win of the preseason Friday night. Happy about that. Still got to watch the game. It's on DVR. I know, you guys don't care about that. Anyways, Steve Dixon here in 8th, doing a great job to 0-0. I guess I should personally apologize to the 8 or 80 team for what they're saying out of me. Hey, in all fairness, I warned them all, and I got emails to prove it. I said, and I quote, I'm not a good road racer, but I'm willing to learn. As you can see, I'm learning well. Let's watch once. Let's just take a lap. I don't like to show myself off, but we'll do it. Sandy Wags. That's my third cousin. Yep, going off. Oh, no, saved it. Here comes Jordan Malish hawking me down like like there's no tomorrow. All right, so far so good. And Jordan just comes hawking me down. You see that? I make everybody look. I make it look like everybody's like 10 miles an hour faster. Going wide. Of course, I keep it on track during the lap. I put any kind of attention on me. And I'm sorry I had to ruin and waste a minute and 30 seconds of your life right there. And you see Rasmussen continuing to put cars a lap down. Now, I should mention earlier, James Simmons did spin and went behind the wall. So, Simmons, unfortunately, going to be the last place finisher in this race. Here's Nicholas Kressel in 6th. Thomas doing a good job keeping it on track. There is David Fish as he tries to catch Pancari. Pancari about a straightaway ahead. This would be the 4th place spot as we are 32 laps in, so roughly about 45 minutes into the race. About 15 minutes or so to go in this race. Again, 1 hour long, double the points. Everybody tonight will get their score times 2. So, for instance, I believe 35 points goes to the winner of this race because it is the Rolex. Oh. Sigh. Hey, good battle. Oh, that's not a battle. AC Douglas Beard here in his 2nd spot, doing a great job. Again, shout out to him for the cameras he sent us tonight. You'll see more of his camera work coming up later this week as we go to Texas for the B car. I'll be able to debut those set of cameras. Those I don't think I've used yet. And then, of course, Auto Club Speedway. I've used those the last few weeks, so you'll be able to see those. So Doug's goal in the end is to get every track with a camera set. You guys are bad. So bad. I have nothing to say anymore. Oh, man. Life's a beach, I guess. Anyways. Hey, where's Beach, as a matter of fact? Beach would have my back. You see Rasmussen coming up, almost running into Kressel there. And Kressel's going to let him go and put him a lap down. So I figure I'll go ahead and spread the news that I spread it on TeamSpeak just a little bit ago when I was out. Now it's starting to get all over Facebook, so let me go ahead and get this out to everybody now that it's kind of spreading and seeing it's all being confirmed. Tonight at a sprint car race in Canandaigua, New York, which is up near Rochester, there was an unconfirmed, and I've seen, there's photos I've seen of it from some sources on Facebook. Apparently, there was an incident with Tony Stewart and a racer, and basically there was the incident that happened, and somehow the guy came towards Stewart's car, mind you, outside of his car, to confront Stewart, and from what I'm reading, it appears was struck by Stewart's car. Don't know if he was completely ran over or whatever. But the driver is actually in serious condition, it appears, very serious injuries, and in a hospital over that area. So, hate to say that and put that out there, but this is interesting what is going on. We hope for the best for that driver. Let's hope that's, I mean, obviously I'm seeing this all over Facebook, and there's actually a person I'm Facebook friends with who's at the track when the race happened. He was the first one I actually saw it from. And then now I'm seeing other reports coming in on Facebook. But the gentleman I was reading on Facebook, his status was saying he just saw what happened. So we'll see if we get any updates in the next 5-10 minutes while we're on the air. If not, you'll probably see this all over TV. If not tonight, tomorrow. But this is kind of a bad situation, obviously, if that's the case for Tony. But not to mention, I believe this is the 1-year anniversary of him breaking his leg and had to get out of the car. So here's the question: is he going to be able to race tomorrow? So, but all the racing was suspended at that track at the end of the night. So, we'll don't know. That's all I can tell you. I mean, if that's the case, let's let's hope it wasn't something where this Tony just automatically ran the guy over or something like that. Let's hope it's, I mean, first off, let's mainly hope the guy's okay, I guess, is the more important part, because that sucks. Rasmussen continuing to lead. Kressel there in 6th, Wilski 7th, and Sam is starting to chase down Nick. That battle is going to be on here shortly. There's Pancari in 4th. Fish has gotten past him. So move Fish to 4th, Pancari to 5th. And the next car on his hit list is going to be a long ways ahead. It's way up here. There he is. Kyle Putz. About a half a track ahead.
I am actually still on, guys. I'm just actually texting with a sports guy that I write the articles for that you guys see me put up on Facebook every Sunday. Him and I are texting each other with the news right now. So if you see me pause for a second, it's because I'm looking down. I'm going to try to get through this race and figure out what's going on. There's Rasmussen. There's Caressel in 6. Wilski trying to chase him down, doing a pretty good job in this 41. I think we're going to have a battle on our hands right here as we ride. Look at the windshields now. 40 laps in, almost an hour. You see Wilski trying to chase down the 13 of Caressel. Meanwhile, Rasmussen continuing to lead. Should be coming up on the final laps any time now as we're getting close to the end here. He has been the dominant car. Started from pole. No real close battles between anybody. It looks like the closest battle, I would say, is the one right here with Caressel and Wilski. And now I'm actually jumping over to my Twitter account here. And that's where I'm starting to see reports. And basically, from what I'm reading, is some spectators are saying that this whole incident was on purpose. The whole Tony Stewart struck this guy. So I don't know, obviously, but definitely hope this guy's okay. And you see Malish is off the track.
Going to be coming up on the finish here very shortly. And there is Rasmussen coming out of the NASCAR 2 area. And I mentioned that battle. There you go. Wilski inside of Caruso. And Wilski gets it. Wilski hops that turn. Did you see that? Holy, 3 wheels. Should be any lap now. Going to be on the final lap of this race as we're completing that hour. We're going to keep it on this battle right here, as this is the closest battle on the track between these two. And it's for the 6th position. Russell going to fight back. We'll check back on him. You see all the battles going on. Lap cars going past James Wilms. You see David Fish there at 4th. Looks like that might be the farthest he's going to get. He's just too far behind puts. But a great effort by David to get up there. You see him going past McFarland. Let's see where Kyle is. There's Kyle right here going into turn 1. So yeah, just insurmountable difference there for David to get there. A great run by Fish to get back up to 4th. And there you see Rasmussen coming back to complete another lap. Meanwhile, these two continue to battle. You see them putting me a lap down, surprisingly. Oh, Caruso trying to make a move there. Nick is there. I believe this is the final lap of the race. Look at Nick left on Sam. He gives him room. Drag race. Side by side. Oh, Nick. Oh, contact. And Caruso and Wilski wreck. And I have been confirmed this is the final lap of the race, and I believe Rasmussen has just taken the win here at the Homestead Miami Speedway. He did win the race, so you see the wreck that just happened on the back straightaway. So Rasmussen getting the win Douglas Beard going to finish second. Here comes Douglas right here. So Rasmussen, your first ever winner in the United Sim Racing Championship LochNLoad Road Series. Congratulations to him. AC Carruthel trying to work his way to the line and finish. But Beard going to get second. Here comes Kyle Putz. Going to take the third position. Yes, that's me acting like an idiot. Yes, I do stop at turn 4. Steve Dixon going to come around to finish 8th. Here comes Fish. And finishes 4th. Final standings in the race. Rasmussen, your winner. Douglas Beard gets 2nd. Kyle Putz 3rd. Fish 4th. And Brett Pancari 5th. Caressel finishes 6th. Steve Dixon 7th. Samuel Wilski 8th. McFarland 9th. Malish finishing 10th. Scala 11th. Wilms in 12th. Thomas 13th. And James Simmons finishing out of the race in the 14th Wilms position. All right, guys, it's going to wrap it up. I'm going to jump off here because I'm going to go see what is going on with the news with Stewart and that. So, obviously, I'll keep you up to date with that. But thanks for watching us. Appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your night. And we'll see you tomorrow night. Sim Racing Authority going to be at Phoenix, the new Phoenix. We're going to be live from there tomorrow night. So, we'll see you then. Enjoy.